Hello everybody, good morning. Today's video is going to be tools for commercial electrician apprentice. Okay, you're thinking about becoming a commercial electrician, working new construction. This is what you need. A basic. You don't need go out and spend hundreds of dollars. Just basic. You could already probably have it, or your dad has them, or they're easy to get. Okay, we're starting off with the basic pouch. You see that? I'm old school, all leather, filled up. I like to carry all these tools every day, all day long. Get tired by lunchtime or in a couple of hours. Not need it. You do not need this, all of this extra weight. Okay, we're gonna put this aside. All right, here's where we're gonna start. One bag. I got APWs, I got Huskies. Okay, carry your stuff in. One hammer. When you need to hammer something, you'll need it. You won't use it all the time. Side cutters. Doesn't matter what brand of side cutters. I got these because I paid $5 for them. They were on clearance. See, $5. Can be right hand, left hand, whatever. One tape measure. Every household, at one time or another, there's a tape measure. I mean, doesn't have to be 25 feet. Doesn't have to be new. It's used. I usually keep them for like 2-3 months. Buy another one. Tape measure. Channel locks. I like channel locks because the channel lock brand, because they won't slip at the grooves, the sizing grooves. They won't slip out when you're tightening or putting pressure on them. Got about 8-10 pairs of these Milwaukee ones. Didn't very much like them. They slip from here when you put pressure on them. You'll end up crushing your fingers. But they're channel locks. Either or. You don't need two on your first day, but if you can have two, can be used. Don't have to buy brand new. Reamer. You could get this reamer or this reamer if you have an impact. So if you buy this one, it's like $20, maybe less than $20. This is like $45 or something like that. One less thing to carry. If you got this, you don't have to carry this with you. Lineman's needle nose to punch out holes on boxes. Lineman's to hammer on caddy 90s and straights. Support the EMT. $2 utility knife, Home Depot, under $2 I think. Why $2? Because they're disposable. You lose it, you break it, it rusts, buy yourself another one. It's $2. Don't go buying a $20, $40 knife. You'll end up losing it. And an assortment of bits. Every apprentice, every commercial electrician, journeyman, should have a 3/4 and a 1/2 inch hole saw. Especially apprentice. When you're running EM3 through walls, let's say the studs are not aligned, because the holes under studs, they're 1 foot, there's a hole. 2 feet from there, every 2 feet, there's a hole. So we usually try using holes, but sometimes the framer will get one, or there's a door, there's going to be 3 that are not facing the right way, so you'll need to drill through them. Couple of bits, 5/16, 1/4 inch for self-tapping screws. You'll be drilling screws all day long. What's this? Milwaukee, I think these are the impact Phillip bits. By the time you're done with one job, 6 or 7 month job, you'll need to replace it. It'll last. If you don't you lose it. 3/8 drill bit, 1/4 inch drill bit, because if you see the hole saws, the bits are like way in there, so you'll end up messing up the bit. I got the paddle bits here. Paddle bits are for taco boats. When you're putting taco boats into sheetrock support boxes, you use paddle bits. They work perfect. Okay, the reason we have a 3/8 drill bit is because on a 4 square box, when you're hanging it for lighting, it's got 1/4 inch holes on it already for 1/4 inch all thread. But sometimes they'll want you to use 3/8, so you need a 3/8 bit to drill this hole so you can set your all-thread rod. I got this $9 forget, Irwin, I think it's an Irwin brand. $9 to drill this out. Cheap. Marker and at least an impact. One impact. It can be any kind, any color. I don't claim one's better than others, but I went from Rigid to Milwaukee because the regular drills that Rigid started coming out with, I was drilling a 4-inch hole through treated lumber, and it burned, and it was only 3 days old. Sawzall or hacksaw. I don't have a hacksaw because they're coming obsolete. But if you came to my job with a drill, even if you didn't come with a sawzall or a hacksaw, I would let you borrow one. If you showed up with at least the alignments, a tape measure, a needle nose, and an assortment of these, you could work all day long. Okay, that's all you need. Basic. Don't need the big giant pouch full of tools. You don't need to be carrying that thing all around every day, all day long, up and down the ladders. I lived it. I've done it. It gets old. But before lunch, you'll be tired out. Okay, now basic straight and Phillip. Basic straight and Phillip screwdriver. Doesn't matter what kind. We prefer Klein because it's been tried and proven. Tips last a long time as long as you don't use them as beaters. But they have a combination, straight and Phillip. So you can buy it like this one's combination. It's a 1/4 inch, 5/16 and 1/4 inch on the other side. So all you do is carry one. You don't come to the job with this, don't worry about it. As long as you have this, you won't need this. You won't need this till 2-3 months down the road when you're putting ground screws, because some ground screws have the heads 1/4 inch or 5/16. 1/4 inch or 5/16, or do you want to use your hand tool? Would you rather use your drill or your hand tool? So it's preference. I don't use them. That's why they're not here. But this is a video on Apprentice electricians coming to a commercial job. Must have tools. If you come to the job, at least one alignments, one needle nose, one channel locks, till you could get another pair, a reamer, either or, but you could always ream with your needle nose. Stick your needle nose in there and ream it. Owners of companies don't like for people to be doing that, I know. Assortment of bits. You can get a pouch, any type of pouch. Here. Give me a second. Let me open this. Give me a second. Alright. Thank you. Here's a Klein pouch. Basic Electricians. Tradesman's Pro. I think you can get these for like $20. I bought some for the apprentice that I'm training. Apprentice. I got them for I think 20 bucks if I bought three. So I bought three. This is one that I kept. And I think I have one in my truck also. Okay, $20, $25. Invest money in a pouch. Okay, a belt. You don't need to buy a real expensive belt for it. Just buy any. Like mine is like a from Walmart. For my pants. That's what I use. I also have one of these. I rarely use it, but I have it. Put it on my belt for fittings when I'm, working off ladders or whatever. Put all my fittings in here. It's a pouch. You can buy them on eBay for like 15-20 bucks used. Basic Apprentice tools. One impact can be used. A regular drill, you won't need it, but if you have one, bring it. Sawzall or hacksaw, you have one, bring it. The journeyman, the person in charge of the job, asking for blades, he has blades. Assortment of bits, and these tools right here. See, it's not much. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, and you're gonna see that I work light. I work smart, not hard. And believe me, you don't want to be going up and down the ladder with all that weight. I've seen journeymans and apprentice carry these full belts, with like 1,000,000 screws in them, weighing them down, and they only use maybe 10 screws a day. What's to keep from you putting your screws in here or on top of the ladder? Ladders nowadays got magnets. Put your screws up there. You're gonna be on them. So this is what I recommend on your first day. Don't need to bring it all. Just bring some of it. You bring some diamonds, maybe some needle nose, 5/16 Phillip and 1/4" drill bit, and an impact. You're able to work even if you don't bring nothing to cut, because somebody will lend you, or I will lend you. If you're on my job, I'll lend you a bandsaw or a hacksaw or a sawzall. This is a first video of several videos. So this is a first video for the apprentice that are gonna start in the trade, and this is for the first month or two of them being in the trade. And then in a couple of days I'll make another one that's gonna add more tools to here as we gradually work our way to splicing, running wire, trim out. So this is only when you're coming into new construction. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.